Is something bugging you and your house? At this very moment, termites might be munching on your joists, your studs, your floorboards, even your furniture. Over $5 billion of termite damage happens each year before homeowners even know it. But you can fight back and prevent termites from damaging your house in the first place. Protecting your home starts with a professional home inspection. Hey Linda, you finding any problems?
Not yet, but I just got started.
What are you looking for exactly?
I'm looking for signs of termites, which are little bugs about the size of ants.
They eat wood, right?
Anything with cellulose. Flooring, the paper backing on sheetrock, wallpaper, they'll eat arts and antiques, some plastics, even carpeting and clothing.
They can eat your whole house.
If you don't find them and eradicate them, then you're not far off.
Are there a lot of termites in this part of the country?
Termites are a threat in every part of the country, except for Alaska.
Does it matter what type of house I have?
Pretty much every home is at risk. Termites cause billions of dollars in property damage every year. Damage that homeowners insurance usually doesn't cover.
I did not know that. But how do they get into the house anyway?
All they need to find is a tiny crack. And what they're looking for is moisture, like in this dirt-filled porch here. Underneath, it's dark and moist, pretty much a welcome mat for termites. They can tunnel underground and come up in basements and crawl spaces, through cracks in your foundation and around windows. And any wood lying on the ground against your house can help termites find access.
So how do I know if I have them?
It's almost impossible for the untrained eye to see. There are a few signs that you might notice, either active swarmers or piles of discarded wings. Also, you might see damage in the wooden components, the baseboards and the flooring. They'll look like little pinholes in the wood. You might see pencil-thin mud or shelter tubes running from the ground up to a wood surface. Termites like dark, moist conditions, and they build these tubes to travel from the ground to food and shelter.
Nobody wants to get the news that they have termites. But if they do, there is an excellent treatment option out there. So Linda, what if we don't see signs of termites?
Well, that doesn't mean that they're not here doing damage. A complete home inspection by a pest management professional is the only true way to know whether there are termites in your home doing damage.
And if you find some?
If we find termites, then we treat right away. Used to be there are only 2 treatments, bait systems and then old-fashioned repellents. Unfortunately, both of these treatments have weaknesses that make complete termite control difficult to achieve.
And now?
Now we have Termidor. It's an undetectable treatment, which means the termites can't detect it and won't avoid it. Termites who come in contact with Termidor transfer it to the entire population, and then the whole problem is wiped out.
You don't have to worry about any gaps in coverage or missing any bugs?
Not at all. Studies and real-world results have shown that nothing is as effective as Termidor at eliminating 100% of termites.
That sounds good.
That's why it's America's #1 termite defense product.
Isn't there some way to prevent termites from attacking my house in the first place?
Well, these homeowners have taken a step in that direction by calling me out here to do an inspection of their home. If my inspection shows that there's no termite activity, then that's the perfect time to apply a preventative application of Termidor. Termidor, along with annual inspections from a pest professional, can keep termites from damaging your house as long as you live in it.
Thanks, Linda.
I'm glad to help.
Termites are a huge threat to homes all across the country. But fortunately, we have some very smart people working on the problem. At the Termidor Lab, eliminating termite infestation and preventing structural damage are top priorities. Hey, Dr. Bob.
Hi, Janine.
What is this?
Well, this is an example of some serious termite damage. You can see where they've actually come through here and eaten through the wood.
And those tiny little bugs did all that?
They did. You know, the termites will use this wood, they'll eat it, and they'll convert that to food for the rest of the colony. And you can see how when you have lots of termites, it could be millions of them, when they get into a structure, they can cause a lot of damage.
But you guys have come up with something to stop that, right?
Yes, we have. It's called Termidor. It's an undetectable type of termite treatment they put in the soil around the home. The termites then can't detect it, so they go into the treatment, and then they get it on their bodies, and they can also ingest it, and then we'll use the behavior of the termite to actually transfer it amongst the termites so we can actually control them.
And it wipes them out?
Yes, it does. It'll remove those termites that are infesting the structure. It provides good, fast protection, but as well as long-term protection for the structure. Also, it's been heavily tested by university and industry experts across the entire United States. It is registered by the United States Environmental Protection Agency. It also contains the same active ingredient that many homeowners use to protect their dogs and cats from flea and tick infestations.
That's reassuring.
You know, it is, and it only takes about 8 ounces of material to provide the control needed for the average home in the United States. The Termidor itself, it's a low-dose, water-based material that has virtually no odor. You know, Janine, this material has really proven itself. It's gone through a series of tests with the United States Department of Agriculture Forest Service, where it's provided 100% protection of the wood for over 11 years. It's also been treated at multiple sites around the United States. In different climates and different areas, we've had extremely good success.
Really?
Yes, no other product in the market can match Termidor's effectiveness. In fact, in the United States alone, over 3 million homes have been protected by Termidor. No other liquid, no other bait product can match the fast-acting or long-term protection that Termidor provides.
Termidor is the ultimate weapon for fighting termites. It's the most effective choice available. Why does Termidor work so well?
Good question. And we actually found a way to use the natural behavior of the termites to help control them. The termites will get into the Termidor and we'll use what's called the transfer effect to transfer the Termidor from termite to termite and help control the population. They're very social insects. They groom each other, they communicate continually, they crawl all over each other in the colony.
They're party animals.
You know, that's exactly right, and they will unknowingly get into the Termidor and then transfer that, and we'll get control of them that way.
Which is bad for them.
Very bad, because it helps make Termidor work very well.
So if Termidor is so effective, why would anybody choose anything else?
Well, other products do claim to be almost as good as Termidor, but when consumers do a little bit of research and kind of look into it, they'll find out that they do have some other weaknesses.
Like what?
Well, baiting systems, for example, are labor intensive, they take a lot of time, and there really is no guarantee that termites on the property or on the structure will ever find a station. And if they do find a station and they start the baiting process, it can take many months before you actually get the control that you want at the home.
If baits have problems, what else is out there?
Well, there's a technology called repellents. So they put the material in the soil around the home and it repels the termites. But if termites are already in the home, it may just trap them inside that, and that can lead to more damage.
That would not be good.
No, it's not. And another thing that may happen is there may be gaps or inconsistencies in the treatment in the soil. And if that's the case, the termites, since they're not actually being reduced in numbers, they may be able to find a way to enter through that barrier into the structure and cause more damage.
But we don't have to worry about that with Termidor.
No, and because Termidor is an undetectable treatment, there's no waiting for the termites to find it. There's no way they're going to be able to avoid the treatment, and there's no way we're going to trap them inside the structure to cause problems.
Sounds like an easy choice. Imagine having your home inspected and finding out you have termites, and they're eating your house. That's what happened to Jennifer and David. What did you guys do when you actually found out that you had termites?
I panicked. I absolutely panicked.
We were not happy.
No.
How did you feel?
I felt sick to my stomach. To think that something is destroying your home and you have no idea, and then the fact that they were bugs, just gross.
She really hates bugs.
Yeah.
And now she found out termites are eating our house. She was not happy.
It was not funny. It was not funny.
No, it wasn't. They ate a support beam on the corner of the house and caused some damage, and it looked like Swiss cheese.
But you guys have actually treated your house now, right?
Oh yeah,
Linda treated the outside of the house with Termidor, about 2 months ago?
3 months. 3 months and we're termite free.
We were actually pretty lucky. Linda found the damage early. She was able to treat it with Termidor and fix the damage, and we're okay now.
I've had a few sleepless nights, but now that we have the professional termite inspection plan in place, that's peace of mind right there.
I'm a developer, and I now know how to protect the homes that I build with a preventative Termidor treatment, and I'm very happy about that.
No more termites.
No more termites.
Termidor is available in 3 sizes to suit your needs. Wettable granules for large commercial applications, 78-ounce containers, and 20-ounce containers for smaller treatments.
For more information, visit epestsupply.com.